Hey, today we're going to discuss some news regarding the Galactic Map. I'll also talk about how Arrowhead is nominated for an award. The developers are looking for more team members. Plus, we'll go over some news regarding the future of Helldivers 2. Not only that, there's so much more to go over in today's video. If you can do me a favor, make sure to tap the thumbs up button right away and the hype button below. With that said, let's jump in. Alrighty, Helldivers, let's quickly talk about the Galactic Map. I'm sure by now a majority of you already know that we were quite successful in liberating the recent Hive World planet, but what you probably don't know is that by liberating Oceani, we've lowered the resistance on Omicron and Zagon Prime. It's kind of crazy because prior to that, these two planets had high resistance. For example, Omicron used to be 10.00 and Zagon Prime used to be 7.00. However, after liberating a Hive world, the two planets have been lowered significantly. Zagon Prime is now 5.00 and Omicron is set at 3.33. Besides that news, we can tell on the left side of the map that the automatons are currently attacking Plaza. If we can successfully liberate this planet right here, called Yed Prior, then we can claim this entire sector easily. Because, as you know, stopping one planet that's supplying another will stop the attack completely. Basically letting us claim both planets. And that's what could happen here if we can't do it, but to be fair, I don't think it's going to happen. The reason why is we could see that a majority of bot divers are over here at Barbas, or Barabbas, I don't know, I'm mispronouncing it. And basically they're trying to prevent the automatons from reaching Amiria or Finmire, which, to be real, it's a great idea because we have to make sure that the automatons do not reach either Borea or Finmire, as well as preventing them from progressing towards Super Earth. Lastly, for the Galactic Map news, Zia is under attack, and Haldis is supplying Zia, and to be honest, I don't think this matters too much, at least for right now, because we must keep Astaroth, Prime, and Andar safe. Other than that, that's pretty much all you need to know about the latest Galactic Map news. Now, on a related note, we do have a brand new dispatch from High Command, and they talk about the rainforest. Here's what they wrote. The last remaining rainforests on Super Earth were a tragic casualty of the Illuminate invasion. The Ministry of Prosperity has launched a restoration operation to preserve and conserve the natural beauty of the galaxy. The native flora of Barabbas is similar to those of the lost rainforests. The Helldivers are ordered to liberate Barabbas from the enemy so its planet life can be carefully uprooted and replanted on Super Earth. Well, would you look at that? As you all know, the rainforests on Super Earth are completely gone, essentially. I mean, here, look at the map, right? This is the updated map. And it seems like once we get done liberating that specific planet, we're going to use whatever we can there to replant it on Super Earth and basically create another rainforest. Super cool, glad to see it, and yeah, absolutely, cheers to Super Earth. Continuing on, we've got news that Arrowhead is planning to expand their team even further. We all know that currently they're a small team made up of about 120 developers and team members, but with that said, we don't know the exact numbers, so they potentially could have more. Regardless, Arrowhead is looking for more manpower. If we head over to their website where they post job listings, we can see that they've added 3 new jobs, and I'm going to explain each one and give you some insight into what they're trying to do. The first one we're going to look at is a senior narrative designer. This position is basically going to help improve the story going forward in Helldivers 2. And if I recall correctly, the narrative team is the same folks who write out the dispatches and the major order messages. Though the narrative team might do more than just that, but that's pretty much what I know. Anyway, we can see that they wrote that they're looking for someone who can shape the storytelling experience. Right below that, they go on to say that they need someone who could design and document interconnected systems that tie into the gameplay, as well as ensuring the hired person keeps the lore, tone, and world history aligned across the entire game. So pretty much the senior narrative designer will hopefully improve the storytelling even further once they're hired. Moving along, the second position is a senior technical artist. It's exactly what you think it is. They're going to help with the creative vision for Helldivers 2 in sort of an artsy way. It's a bit more complicated than that, since they need to develop and maintain tools and shaders that'll improve how effective the art team can be. On that note, Arrowhead wrote that they'll need this person to be strong at debugging to find errors in code and shaders. With that said, it seems like this job is basically going to help out a ton in ensuring their future patches are better, the art direction goes smoother, and overall things will be improved. That's pretty much it. Finally, the last job position on the list is an IT manager, and this one is honestly not that important, at least in terms of Helldivers 2 news, because this job is mainly focused on their networks, tools, and security. Overall, in my opinion, it seems like Arrowhead is really trying to step up their game and hire more manpower to make Helldivers 2 and their future games better. I think it's great to see. They absolutely need more team members to help push out patches more effectively with fewer game-breaking bugs, and to create content in the future that'll be exciting and better. Anyway, continuing on, we have to talk about Helldivers 2 being nominated for the Best Score Soundtrack for video games and other interactive media. You can tell that there are 5 nominations, and Helldivers 2 is on that list. I saw some comments going around basically saying that it's kind of crazy that Expedition 33 is not on the list, and to be fair, I have to agree. I think that is quite surprising. Now, I'm not against Helldivers 2 winning, but I think if you had Expedition 33 on there, then that would be a tough battle for Arrowhead to win. I mean, both games, in my opinion, deserve it, especially if you take away the buggy stuff going on with Helldivers 2 and the poor performance, then yeah, Helldivers 2 absolutely deserves it because it's all about the soundtrack and not the actual game, right? Let's put that conversation aside for another day and discuss what Arrowhead had to say recently about their future plans. Because, as some of you know, they're looking forward to doing a closed beta test that players can actually sign up for. Though I'm pretty sure once you sign up for it, there will be an NDA basically telling you to not expose or leak anything that's in the test update. So what I'll be showing next is a discussion that the team had, and I know majority of you didn't bother watching this interview. What I'll do is just bring up a short clip of it for those who haven't seen it, so let's check it out right now.
For it is that we do extensive testing in-house and try to catch all of these instances, but sometimes they can slip through. So even one crash, like even one type of issue, or like let's say 1 to 5 maybe, that can be enough to really spike the crash rates for a lot of different players. And you know, we have been unable to, in a good way, catch these crashes before they happen, and that's unacceptable. There's a few reasons for it. So even though we do extensive testing, it's just not on the scale of the full game with all of the players. So we're looking into doing closed beta testing with maybe up to 1,000 or more players, and this we think, and I think, will be enough to be able to catch these crashes. Because even if some crash has a 1 in 100 chance of happening, let's say, it just might be that we don't notice that when we're playing, even though we're doing our best. But if we get enough players, then all of a sudden these crashes can show their face.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if they were to drop a closed beta test sign up page somewhere on their site or maybe on the Discord, then yeah, that would absolutely help the game run a lot smoother in terms of like letting players test out everything, certain stratagems, new missions, whatever the case is. Let players test it out so they can find the bugs and help Arrowhead patch it out completely. I think it would help out just a ton. You all can let me know, would you sign up for a closed beta test? Would you not? Do you think it would improve the game's performance, crash, bug fixes? I don't know. Whatever the case is, let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, lastly for today's video, as you all know, we have the top comments. First, from 3-Bit Hero 662, that said that it would be fun to see more ship upgrades since we haven't had any for like a year or so, right? It's been like a year and maybe a few months. Regardless, yes, I absolutely agree. We need some new ship upgrades, something that's actually worth upgrading. And Hopefully some of the new weapons, like the arc weapons, are added to some of those ship upgrades, right? To boost the damage or boost something with it, right? The second top comment is by Sherlock Smoke. Great username, by the way. And you believe that the biome that they hinted at last time was basically a lava planet, and yeah, they might just give us some lava biomes, which would be really cool to see. The third and final top comment is by Rapid Nasty Eagle that appreciates the channel a lot, and thank you so much, Rapid Nasty Eagle, for posting this. I appreciate your support a lot, as well as everyone else's. So those are the top comments. Do me a favor and tap the thumbs up button, subscribe, turn on notifications if you haven't done so already. And again, I appreciate everyone on the channel. If you're a subscriber, a member, or a lurker, I appreciate you stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.